Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Chris Davis, and today we're going to review X-Men 97 episode 3. So, episode 3 is picking up where episode 2 left off. In episode 2, we saw a Jean Grey enter the X-Mansion, knocked out unconscious. But there's a serious issue we have here. There's a Jean Grey that's been with them for like 2 episodes, and then this other Jean Grey showed up. So what's going on? So the issue here is, like, in this episode, somehow, some way, Mr. Sinister got a hold of Jean Grey and cloned her. And we don't know when this happened. This clone could have been like season 3 of X-Men in the 90s. It could have happened there. We don't know when this happened. But anyway, we realize that the Jean Grey that's been with the X-Men for the first 2 episodes is a fake. That Jean Grey is not real. And she learns that she's not real. She knows that she's under the control of Mr. Sinister, and she becomes some kind of evil Jean Grey, and she starts messing with the X-Men's heads, and she takes Scott and her baby to Mr. Sinister. Mr. Sinister wants the kid because his genetics are amazing, and he wants to see what he can become. Anyway, the real Jean Grey takes control, and she stops the Illusion, and Magneto, Morph, and Cyclops go to Mr. Sinister's headquarters to save Cyclops' son. However, then they see the evil Jean Grey there, and she's giving them all a hard time until, like, the real Jean Grey uses her psychic powers. She's able to convince the other clone Jean Grey to stop what she's doing, and they're able to save the baby. But before they could save the kid, Mr. Sinister already did some serious damage to it. So Bishop has to take the child to somewhere in the future where there's a cure, and the clone Jean Grey is reluctant to do it, but she does it so her child can live. And so, like, the episode ends off with Bishop taking Scott and the clone Jean Grey's child into the future, and the clone Jean Grey leaves, saying that she wants to live her own life this time, and this will be her life that she lives, and then the real Jean Grey can stay with the X-Men. And so there's not this overall plot of Cyclops and Jean Grey leaving the X-Men because they have to raise a kid. So that's gone now. And that's where this episode ends. So overall, a good episode. I kind of feel that it wasn't really planned because, like I said, now I feel like this episode was kind of created to resolve the issue of Cyclops and Jean leaving because they had a kid. Now that they don't have a kid, there's no reason for Cyclops and Jean to leave the X-Men. So feels like it wasn't planned. It's like this episode was just created to resolve that issue. It's still a good episode, but it feels like it was made just to resolve that issue. It wasn't part of a big plan. Like, maybe the writers got themselves in a corner and okay, how do we fix this? How do we make them stay on the team logically? So they created this story. I still like the episode, but it does kind of feel like they just made it this week, or the week they made it. It doesn't feel like this was part of the long-term plan. Anyway, that's all we have for today. If you liked what I had to share, please hit the like button, hit subscribe. Share this video with all your friends, and all of you have a great day.